Hi, and welcome to the night sky for August 2021. And this month is another exciting month as it is filled with meteor showers. Also, we'll see Venus, we'll see Jupiter and Saturn, and even Uranus. Mars will be seen for the last time for a while. If you're looking early in the month to the west, just after sunset, you'll barely be able to see Mars. You'll have to look really close because it'll be low on the horizon and just for several minutes. Venus, on the other hand, you will be able to see for at least a short period of time, maybe about an hour. But that's west, early in the month. You'll also be able to see Jupiter and Saturn. Now, this is much later than sunset, and if you're looking to the south, southwest, you'll see Saturn in all its glory, along with Jupiter. Also, in that same area, you will have many meteor showers. If we look closely here, we can see the Capricornids are right here above Saturn. And right around Jupiter, we have the southern Aquarids and the other southern Aquarids right around it. You can see them here and here. Also, the Pisces, Australiids, both of them, the Alpha and the Beta, are right here as well. And they're also near Formulat. You can see Formulat and Altair. All of these, both Jupiter, Saturn, and all of these meteor showers are located right in between, below Altair to the left and above Formulat to the right. And this is looking south-southwest. So it's very exciting early in the month. Later in the month, Jupiter and Saturn will get even more exciting as they are in opposition. Now, Saturn is in opposition early in the month, around the 2nd. And what opposition means is that the planets are aligned. This is Earth, and this would be the planet, let's say Jupiter. And so they're lined up perfectly with the Sun, on the same side in their orbits around the Sun. And so this gives us some optimum viewing of things like the moons around Jupiter or the moons around Saturn, and you get some pretty nice looks at the rings of Saturn. So it's really nice viewing. They'll be very bright in the sky, and you'll really be able to see some nice detail. It really depends, as usual, on what type of telescope you have, but you should be able to get, I mean, if you have a 10-inch, at least 10-inch on the telescope, you should be able to see the moons of Jupiter quite well. And there'll be some cool things to look for with that. Now, here is the 11th through the 12th, through the 13th really, and practically all month. The Perseids meteor shower really is the star of the show. You'll be able to see, or you should be able to see, depending on where you live and the weather and all of that, you should be able to see about 50 meteors an hour, which is a fantastic show. Let's talk about natural fireworks, really. So if you're looking to the northeast, you will be able to see the Perseids. Now, I would view them really not early at night, all right? I would definitely view them midnight or later, personally. And you'll get a really nice show because the skies will be dark enough for you to see them. Remember, it's summertime, so it's really tough to get dark enough skies to really, you have a small interval of time where the sky is dark enough to really see things really well. Also, if you really are interested and you have a telescope, you will be able to see Uranus. Uranus is right here. The Perseids are located directly in the northeast, but to find Uranus, you have to look more to the east, okay, and look up above Aldebaran and to the right, and you should be able to find it. It'll have that greenish, bluish glow that it always has. More greenish usually is what it looks like. But yeah, looking east, you'll be able to see that as well, as long as you have a good telescope. Once again, I would recommend a 10-inch telescope for good viewing of that. That'll be it's definitely a telescope planet to look at. But enjoy the Perseids. I mean, that is really the show. That you know, I mean, basically just get out on your lawn with a blanket on the grass and look up, and you'll see them. It's really a fantastic show. The moon phases for this month: we have the new moon on the 8th. We have first quarter on the 15th, and the full moon will be on the 22nd. Now, the full moon this time around is a blue moon, and it is also called the sturgeon moon on the 22nd. And if you don't know what a sturgeon is a fish, okay? It's actually a fish that is really really old-looking fish. It looks like sort of like a fossil. It's been around for like 130 million years or so, or something like that. And they live pretty old. They live to be like 150 years old. Now, if you don't want to call it the sturgeon moon, or you don't like sturgeons or fishing for some reason, I can suggest the Algonquin name, which is the corn moon, or the Native Americans of the Dakota tribe might call it the harvest moon. I believe the Cree call it the flying up moon. So there you have the moon. The third quarter of the moon is at the end of the month on the 30th of August. And so hopefully you'll enjoy this month. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe, tell your friends about it, and have them subscribe. I'll see you next month.